Welcome students. Today we are going to study energy flow in an ecosystem. So first, what is energy cycle? Energy cycle is based on the flow of energy through the ecosystem. That is transfer of energy from one body to another. For example, 1000 carrots to support 100 rabbits, 10 owls and 1 hawk. Mainly sunlight is at the apex of the cycle. So the energy enters in an ecosystem as sunlight, which is the source of energy. Then there are various tropical levels of the ecosystem around you. For example, the primary consumer, uh, which we can call herbivores. For example of that, grasshopper, squirrel, elephants, they are directly dependent on autotrophs, which are producers. Next is secondary consumers, which we can call carnivores. For example, frog, owl, fox, etc. These consumers use herbivores as their food. Apex or top consumer, carnivores. For example, tiger, lion, etc. These consumers use herbivores and carnivores as their food. No other animal feed on top consumers. Next is omnivores, mixed consumers. For example, human, bear, etc. feed on herbivores and carnivores. There are two more kinds. One is scavengers, which is feed on dead organism. For example, uh, vultures. And another one is decomposers, break down waste and dead organism and return the raw material to ecosystem. For example, bacteria and fungus. Now another topic is food chain and food webs. So first one is food chain. Definition: it is a series of events in which one organism eats another to get energy. For example, this figure represents the simplest exchange of energy. For example, see in the picture, grasses, which is the producer, which take energy from the sun. Then insect eat grass and energy gets transferred. Then frog eats that insect, then owl eats that frog, and dog eats the dead owl. So like this the food chain is proceed and energy gets transferred. Now there are lots of food chains in the ecosystem, and in each chain there are 5 to 4 links, we can say, and these all interconnected at various levels, thus form food web. Now what is food web? Food web can be defined as a network of food chains which are interconnected at various trophic levels so as to form a number of feeding connections amongst different organisms of a biotic community. It is known as consumer resource system. Okay, so there are various food chains, and these food chains are linked between each other at various level and form one web, which we can call food web. Okay, now we will proceed further. The next topic is the energy pyramid. So Lindemann in 1942 studied the food chain and energy flow through it. Charles Elton, a British scientist, first proposed the concept of ecological pyramid in 1927. Okay. Now what is pyramid of energy? An energy pyramid shape shows how the amount of useful energy that enters and each level. Chemical energy is in the form of food decreases as it is used by the organisms in that level. The consequence is that even though a lot of energy may be taken in at any level, the energy that ends up being stored there, which is the food available to the next level, is far less. Scientists have calculated that an average of 90% of the energy entering each step of the food chain is lost this way. So, from the bottom to top, only 10% of energy get transferred. Okay, in the picture you can see there are two types of energy pyramid, one trophic levels and another one is of aquatic eco.
Hope you all understand this topic. In the next part, we will study in detail on this topic. Thank you for watching.